it's Lauren at Liberty Pilates, and today I want to look at the hip roll. So coming onto the back in our usual starting position with the feet in line with the sit bones. And now the distance of the feet is going to matter a little bit more here. You don't want them too far away. It's going to put strain on your hamstrings. So you want them kind of underneath your knees, and you can almost like touch them if you're in the right position. So usually when I talk about moving from neutral, we're going to start in neutral with the tailbone heavy, a little space in the lower back, ribs all heavy on the mat. Coming into imprint, it's very slight tucking. So you can see with my pants with the design, the slight movement of my pelvis. So sometimes I have you exaggerate these movements, okay? So I think with the hip roll, the exaggeration is actually helpful, okay? So starting in neutral, I imprint. I start to exaggerate that imprint and start to lift the pelvis up. I'm now, my pelvis is just barely, it's touching the floor, but there's barely any weight there. The weight now is my lower back. I start to curl some more, peel my spine up. So now my lower back is off, and now I just have weight on my rib cage. And then I keep going further until I have a straight line from my knee to my shoulder. So in here, the space in my rib and my hips, I'm not in an arch and I'm not too low, okay? That's the top position. Take a breath in, and then I peel myself back down. So I try to keep my butt up as high as possible and start to let the heart kind of sink down into the floor. Again, I come through now while my ribs are on, but my lower back is lifted, my pelvis is lifted, and then I try to keep my pelvis lifted as I touch down each lower back vertebrae. Pelvis touches, pelvis gets heavy, tailbone gets heavy, and then I have a little space in my lower back. That's the hip roll. So I'm going to go through a few repetitions slowly without talking, so you can just watch it a couple more times. I'm going to just move my arms down. This is the proper position for the arms now. Gaze up towards the ceiling. So that's your hip roll, an example of spinal articulation. It feels really great. It's a nice little massage for your back. I hope you enjoy it.